Alright, we're back for another installation of ClockMan's crap. This is a Moss Heirloom, or so I believe at least. The Moss name doesn't appear anywhere on it, but the number HF-100 does. And HF-100 is, in my memory, Moss Heirloom. This is a very early one, if that is what it is. It's got a bell canopy on it. It's made by Air-Cool. It's got the wider vents, as opposed to another one that I'm looking at over there, which I actually need to video at some point too. And this one, of course, being as it's in the ClockMan's crap series, it did come from the ClockMan's house. But where it was installed, I sure don't know, because it has not been installed within my memory, but was rather sitting in the garage when I found it. Now, there is a story behind why I found it in the first place, because it was pretty well hidden, actually. But on one of the first times I brought a clock, if maybe not the first time I brought a clock over there for him to fix for me, I found in the garage a Hunter Highbury ceiling fan box, which is what's installed in his master bedroom. And when I opened the box, there was a really nice set of antique brass Hunter reverse air blade irons in there. And he said, "Oh yeah, I used to have an old Hunter in my bedroom, and then it broke one day, and so I replaced it." And so whenever I'm over there and have some time, I go out in the garage hoping I can find that motor, because knowing Paul, I know he didn't throw it away, but I have not been able to find it. I did find a Hunter motor in there recently, but it's not an antique brass one, so I don't know if it's the right one or not. I need to ask him if that is it or not. But that's what I was doing out there one day about a year ago. I was out there looking for that motor. Didn't find it, but I did find this motor, and it was just a motor. Those blades are blades that I had that looked close enough to what I picture it would have had. But other than that, and I think I added the tassel to it too, because I don't think it had anything. That is the light kit that came with it. I don't know if I got a globe for it or not, but that is a globe that was also sitting in the garage and probably went with it. And I obviously didn't bother to clean it because it's got God knows what all over it. But anyway, this was about a year ago that I found it, and it's been sitting over in the corner for a while. And yours truly made the stupid mistake of sitting it down on its nose. Well, naturally the switch housing broke because it's shitty pot metal, and so right around the collar where it screws onto the shaft, it had broken. And I didn't discover that until I pulled it out the other day, hoping to throw it up and video it. And then I had to deal with that, so I ended up using some JB Weld, which I'm not really sure that's the right way to fix it, but it's the way I fixed it. And remarkably, though I did not measure to get it straight or anything like that, it actually looks to be pretty much straight, and it's holding together better than I would have expected it to. So I don't know where in the house it would have been installed. I almost suspect it might have been in the dining room at one time. I don't know that for sure, but the fan that's in the dining room now is probably about 20 years old. It's a little 42-inch polished brass ventless spinner thing. I don't know the brand of it, but there's a video on my channel you can watch of it. And that's about 20 years old. Based on the amount of cobwebs that were on this thing when I found it in the garage, it probably could safely be said that this had probably been in there for about 20 years. And so I guess by process of elimination and by timing of what I have found so far, because I'm sure there's more to uncover, that's probably where this came from, and I sure don't know where else it would have been. But that's about it. It's a 3-speed fan, not variable or anything like that. Some Heirlooms were, but this one's not. So we'll go ahead and very gingerly pull the chain here because I don't want to break switch housing again. But there's low. The shackle on the end of the down rod is done up in a very interesting fashion, and it basically just has a cotter pin going through it, and there are no set screws in there, so it's not going anywhere. There's a thing on the other end of the cotter pin to keep it from falling off, or not a cotter pin. You know what I'm talking about, the bar that has the cotter pin going through the end of it. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, words are hard. So whatever that is, it's not going anywhere, but it is a little bit loose, so the fan kind of jerks around a little bit, but that's all right. It's a nice slow, low speed. I almost wonder if the capacitor might be drifting a little bit. I did not bother to test it. I'm not sure even if it was bad, if I would really be able to tell, because I don't have a dedicated capacitor meter, and some of those certainly don't put it under load, and so you can have a capacitor that will test fine, but then under load be a little bit sluggish or even completely break down and not be functional. I'm not sure what would happen here. I haven't really investigated yet, but it's running well enough for me. Bearings are a little loud, but considering it probably sat in that garage for 20 years being frozen and baked, emphasis on the baked because this is Southeast Texas, and as I'm filming this video, the high temperature today was like 108 or something like that, and it's not even August yet. You can't really blame the bearing for being noisy. Go ahead and bring it up to medium. I put some WD-40 in it just now. I don't know if that helped any. It's still hissing. Next, I got to work on that brown original motor that I found because I haven't touched it yet, and it currently is locked up almost completely solid. So I'm going to have to deal with that. Luckily, it's a 1983, and those are stupidly easy to work on, so not too worried about it. Something is humming in here besides this fan, and I don't know what it is because the main fan is certainly not getting power right now. It's probably the condensing unit outside that window getting ready to catch on fire. Because it would wait till it's 104 degrees outside to do that. That's probably not 104 outside right now, but you get the idea, it's hot. It was today, that's for sure. Anyway, we'll go to high speed. I think it hissed less before the WD-40 went in, honestly. Which should surprise no one, but that didn't work very well. It's a little bit slower than I would expect, but those are some pretty wide blades. And of course I have no idea what the original blades would have looked like. I assume they were something like that, but I don't have them, so I don't know. We may turn them up yet, but that would be either the globe or the canopy rattling. Guessing that's the canopy. Go stand by the door, see if I can feel it. Yeah, feel it. Not much of a breeze over here, but although there is a sign on the wall that's hanging from a chain, like a picture kind of chain almost. It's about halfway between the fan and where I'm standing right now, and the picture is definitely moving. So the wind's definitely hitting it over there, and I can tell there's air moving. There's not much of a breeze. Let me stand by the sign. Oh yeah. Definitely feel it here. Let it coast for however long that'll take. Which I'm guessing not long, given how bad those bearings clearly are. We'll see. I better not be getting sick. I do not have time to be sick. I have a bad feeling that might be happening. Yeah, I didn't think that was going to take long. Wow, that's pretty bad. Well, we'll give it a 0 to high anyway, just because we can. I'll give it this. It starts pretty good. And you can't blame it for stopping quickly, given how much it was abused being in that garage for as long as it probably was. Well, there you go, a Moss Heirloom. I think that will probably be it for me tonight because it's almost 2:30 in the morning, and I have to work in a few hours, so I should probably get some shut-eye, but we'll be back pretty shortly for some more of this stuff. Because believe me, there's plenty more.